Heather Ray El Moussa confides how she's solving challenges in her marriage. Heather Ray El Moussa is getting real about how having a baby has affected her marriage to Tariq El Moussa. The HGTV designer got candid and emotional when she sat down with Dancing with the Stars' Peta Murgatroyd for her podcast, The Penthouse with Peta. The brand new podcast is filmed at the historic Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel's Gable Lombard Suite in Los Angeles. Heather was Peta's first guest. Israeli strike hits residential building in Gaza City. Heather got tearful when talking to Peta about having another baby and the fact that she and Tariq remain divided about expanding their family, but she also admitted that having their son, 2.5-year-old Tristan, brought distance to their relationship. Heather says before baby, she and Tariq were inseparable. Heather Ray El Moussa told Heather, "Our relationship, before the baby, we were inseparable. And then after we had Tristan, I'm home with the baby and he's off with the bigger kids. And then he's off to the office, and traveling for work and I'm home." The flip-off designer admitted, "And I also thought before I had Tristan, I was going to be, jet-setting off with him, and traveling and on the business trips. And then I had him and I was like, oh no, I'm home, I'm breastfeeding, I'm at home. So I'm kind of in my home body nurturing phase. And he's still kind of like go. Those differences had an effect on their marriage. That kind of made our relationship grow apart," she confessed. "So we've had to navigate that, coming back together and connecting again and working through because we were so used to always being together. It was just not normal for us," Heather went on. "Being parents is the joy of our lives," Heather Ray El Moussa told Peta. "We love being parents. It's the biggest joy of our lives." But while Heather really wants another baby, Tariq feels like they are done, but Heather is working hard not to let that come between them. "Your relationship is the foundation of the family," Heather explained. "So being happy with your significant other and keeping that strong connection, that's the foundation and then it trickles down to everything else. For us it's communication," she revealed. "Sometimes we're great at communicating, sometimes we're not. It's like hearing each other, listening to each other, empathy towards each other. I think little resentments can get built up and it's like working through those resentments. A little argument happens and you move on because the kids and life and work and we'll talk about it later, and we film together so it's like, oh, on camera, and I think it gets swept under. And then it's like bringing that back, why did that happen? Why couldn't we get through it faster and why couldn't you hear me?" she related. Heather Ray El Moussa says she and Tariq have found therapy helpful. "We go every other week, so I feel like we need to go more often because there's a lot of times that they help you communicate through a little issue where it's just stupid. It's like he was living something and I was living another thing and if we could have just talked through it, it wouldn't have blown up to what it was."